Hi there, welcome to your practice. Today I'll be guiding you through a 10-minute hamstring strength and flexibility class. We're gonna begin in hands and knees. Come on down onto your palms and onto your knees. Palms underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And start to find some little hip circles to one direction, 2 to 3 circles. And then reverse the directions. Find another 2 to 3 circles. And then come back to center. And now go ahead and step your left foot forward between your hands. And sink your hips down and forward. Feel your right front thigh stretch. And then shift your hips back, straighten your left knee out and flex your left toes. And feel free to bend your left knee and your mount. And then bring lots of breath into your left hamstring area. And reach your tailbone back towards the back of your mat for a deeper stretch in your hamstring. Soften your face and soften the shoulders away from your ears and keep breathing into the back of your left leg. And go ahead and bend your left knee and ground your left foot down. Tuck your right toes under and lift your right leg up off of the mat parallel to the earth. Turn your right pinky toe facing down. Hips are square to the earth. And bend your left knee and your mount. And stay in this pose for several rounds of breath. We are strengthening the hamstring muscles here. Soften your face. Our body might be shaking in this pose, but try to find some sweetness in this pose. Maybe the connection between you and the earth. And release your right foot back down next to your left foot with hip distance. And place your hands onto your thighs or onto your knees or onto your shins, but keep your knees bent and your mount. And then reach your tailbone back towards the back of your mat, finding sort of like cobra action in your upper body, arching your back so you'll feel deeper stretches in your hamstrings. Shoulders away from your ears. Breathe kindly and patiently. Okay, good. And fold over your legs for a deeper stretch in your hamstrings. Your knees are still bent, but if you feel like your hamstrings are a little bit more relaxed and loosened up, start to straighten your knees out slowly and gradually and your mount. Place your palms underneath your shoulders and step your feet back to your down dog and drop your knees down and untuck your toes. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So go ahead and step your right foot forward between your hands. Sink your hips down and forward. And then shift your hips back, straighten your right knee out and flex your right toes. Keep your right knee bent and your mount because we don't want to shock our right hamstring. Shoulders away from your ears. Stay in this pose, half split, as you breathe into the back of your right leg. Be sweet and be patient and be loving to yourself. And again, reach your tailbone back towards the back of your mat for a deeper stretch in your right hamstring. Bend your right knee, ground your right foot down, tuck your left toes under, and step your left foot up, your leg off of the mat, finding a T shape with your body. Turn your left pinky toe facing down. Your hands underneath your shoulders. Keep your right knee bent and your mount. strengthening our hamstring here. And then lower your left foot down next to your right foot and hands onto your thighs or knees or shins. Keep your knees bent. Reach your tailbone back, shoulders away from your ears, and soften your face and breathe. And then fold over your legs. You can keep your hands onto the earth or ankles or shins, wherever you feel the most comfortable. And keep your knees bent if your hamstrings are still tight. Or if you can, maybe start to straighten your knees out a little bit more, little by little. Relax your neck and head to the earth. Let the gravity have you. And palms underneath your shoulders and step your feet back to your down dog. And start to pedal out through your feet. Bend one knee and then the other. And keep on going. And do this a little bit slower pace. Soften your face. Keep pressing your hands down and forward. Hips up high. Feel your hamstrings and your calves. Don't have to press your heels all the way down to the earth. Do not force yourself too much. And come back to center to your neutral down dog. Inhale, lift your heels up. And then exhale, heels down closer to the earth or all the way down. Do this several more times at your own pace. Inhale up and then exhale down. And then come back to center to your neutral down dog. Knees are still bent if your hamstrings are still tight. Keep breathing, steady and slow, deep and full. And slowly release your knees down. Open your knees as wide as your mat and bring your big toes come to touch. Extend your arms to the front of your mat and rest your forehead on the ground to your child's pose. Let everything really relaxed drop down to the earth, allowing the Mama Earth to have you. And then curl your torso all the way up and take your feet to one side and extend your legs to the front of your mat, hands behind your back, and start to shake up your legs several times. And come back to center. Find your spine nice and tall. Hands onto your thighs. Flex your toes. Huge breath in. As you exhale, fold over, hinging from your hips, leading with your chest. Hands can be onto your thighs or shins or ankles or feet. Keep your knees bent any amount. Do not shock your hamstrings. And keep breathing wherever you are. And once you feel your hamstrings are loosened up, start to go a little bit deeper over your legs, closer to the earth. Or you can still bend your knees any amount. And bring your awareness to your tailbone. Reach your tailbone back towards the back of your mat so you feel a deeper stretch in your hamstrings. Soften your face, shoulders away from your ears, and breathe and stay with yourself kindly and patiently and lovingly. Okay, good. And very slowly, curl your torso all the way up. Hands behind your back. Bend your knees. Feet wider than hip distance apart. And start to find some windshield wipers with your knees, dropping them to one side and then the other. And then come back to center and find your seat, however that means, whatever feels the most comfortable. And place your hands at your heart center to your prayer. Maybe take a moment to feel your body, your hamstrings, your legs, and take another moment to say lots of thanks to your hamstrings. And I hope this class helped. And always remember, consistency is the key for improving flexibility. So whenever your body needs that, come back to this class, and then we're gonna keep practicing together. Thank you so much for joining me for this class. I hope you have a wonderful and beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.